Alright, so simplifying radicals. In Algebra 1, you learned how to simplify radicals. The way that you learned it is great. It works every time. I'm going to teach you a little bit of a different way today, and then I'm going to let you choose which way you like better and for you to do. Okay? So, let's do square root of 20. How did you learn how to do the square root of 20? The tree. So you learned to do 2 times 10, and then what? 2 times 5. And then what did y'all do? Circle the 2 twins, I call them twins, the pairs, and those go on the outside, and then the 5 goes on the inside. That's how y'all learned how to do this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Works like a charm every time. Okay? I'm going to show you a different way. Okay? You like this way and want to do this way?
Yes.
I have no problems with it. But what I'm going to show you is going to be a quicker way. And when we get to testing days and things like that, my way is just faster in my opinion. It might not be to you, so you can do your way. It doesn't matter. Before we do that, what I need you to know are what perfect squares are. So I'm going to have you over here write a number, and then you're going to write the perfect square that goes with it. So, my number is 1. What is 1 squared?
What?
Cool. What is 2 squared?
4.
3 squared?
9.
4 squared?
16.
5 squared?
25.
6 squared?
30. 6.
7 squared? 40?
9.
49? 8 squared?
64. I'm going to crash.
9 squared?
81. I'm not even writing that.
I would write down 10 squared?
100.
11 squared?
I don't know. Wait, 121.
And 12 squared.
144. 3.
Okay. The numbers on the right hand side are your perfect squares. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. I hope you have them semi-memorized. It will be helpful to you if you do. So the way that I simplify radicals is I see which one of my perfect squares can I divide by this number. So 20 divides by which one of these numbers on the right hand side? Okay, on the right hand side. There's no 2 on the right hand side. Don't worry about these on the right. On the right. You're right, 20 divided by 2, but that's not helpful to what I'm going to do.
4.
It divides by 4. Do y'all agree with that? 20 divides by 4? So, the square root of 20, do you agree it equals 4 times 5? Does everybody in here agree the square root of 20 is 4 times 5? With square roots, I can separate them. The square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Y'all, what's the square root of 4?
2.
So this is 2 square roots of 5. See it?
The other way is a lot more easier.
The other way is easier until it's not. So here's what I'll say though. You have to be careful with this way because, listen y'all, you have to be careful with this way because, really I don't like this. Hold on. It's bothering me. I don't like my voice. You have to be careful with this way because if you were to do 2 and 10, this would not work. You have to do one of my perfect squares here. Okay? Here's an example where I think it's easier. The square root of 147. Let's do our tree. Yep, there we are. We're stuck. Not fun. Right? Okay? If you do my way, well, let's use our perfect squares. And I'm going to, you don't be looking, nope.
I like the square root of 12.
We're not exposing people. Stop. Okay, if you look at this, I can take 147 and I'm going to divide by these perfect squares on the right hand side to see which one it is. And I'm going to do this kind of fast, so I need you to pay attention. First thing I need you to know is you want to go down, up. If you start at 1, 4, 9, 16, you might get it wrong because it might not simplify all the way. So I'm going to start off at 100, even though I know it's not, doesn't work, right? And what's the one above 100? 81. Doesn't work. Oh, that's not right. 81. Doesn't work. What's above that?
64.
Doesn't work. 49. Oh, wow, it works.
3.
So, from here, I would do the square root of 147 equals 49 times 3. You can. You can. And then 49, what is the square root of 49? 7 goes on the outside. What stays inside? And we're done. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could have done this, and you could have sat there and divided it by 3 right away and gotten 3 times 49. And then you would, it's the same thing, right? But what about when you get to 180? I want you to do your tree, and I will do my way. Go, you do the tree, I'm going to do my way.
45, right? No, 45.
Well, that's because you started before me.
I asked you. You have no proof of evidence of that, man.
I do.
9 divided by
And here I am done.
3. Yeah, I got that too. That's exactly what I got. Yeah, that's exactly what I got too.
So, let me say it again. Can you do the tree?
Yeah.
Every single time. I am about it. I am okay with it. I have no problems with the tree. However, let's say you're taking a test and you only got, or a quiz, and you only got 10 minutes left and you have these problems. And they have big numbers. Because what happens when I start giving you a number like, I don't know, 1,250? Are you going to want to do a tree on 1,250? So this is what you can do instead. Okay? If y'all can look up real quick, I want to show you how I did this so quickly. So 180, I know it's not, I start at the bottom. I know it's not going to do 144 or 121. I even know it's not going to do 100, but I did 100 anyways. Doesn't work out. Then I do 81. Doesn't work out. 64. Nope. 49. Nope. 36. Bam. And it gave me 36 times 5. What is the square root of 36? Square root of 5. Now let's do 75. What perfect square? It has to be a perfect square. What perfect square divides by 75?
25.
25 times what? 3. What is the square root of 25?
5.
And it stays root 3. Bam. Hey y'all, I'm recording. I need y'all to chill out because they can hear everything you're saying. Does this make sense? Could you do 15 and 5 right here with this method?
No.
Why not?
Well, because not perfect squares. Yeah.
They're not perfect squares. You couldn't do it with my method. You can do 15 and 5 with the tree, but you can't do it with my method because you have to choose perfect squares. What about 150? I know 150 doesn't divide by 100. 81. So I always want to go down, up, just to make sure there's nothing that I can simplify it more. You're probably right, but let's just make sure. 36, and then 25, you're right. So this is 25 times 6. What is the square root of 25?
5.
So what's my answer? 5 square root of 6. And you can even check yourself by doing the square root of 150 and then doing the 5 square root of 6. Are they the same decimal?
Yeah.
So you know you got it right. All right. 32. What perfect square can I divide 32 by?
16.
Okay, I'm so glad y'all said that. But would you also agree that you can do 4?
Yes.
Yeah. But this is a perfect example why I want you to go down, up. Because if you do 32 divided by 4, you get 8, right? 4 and 8. 2 square roots of 8 is not simplified enough. I can keep going. So that's why I want you to start down and go with the bigger number, which is 16. So 32 divided by, I don't know what happened.
You're sharing it.
I don't know why it canceled. I might have clicked the button on accident. 32 divided by 16 is what? 2. So when I do this, I'm going to write 16 times 2. What is the square root of 16? Do I have any questions? Are we okay with this? All right, we're going to put this to the side. And now we're going to go over distance formula. Okay, look up please. You're just looking up, you're not looking at anything else. What is the distance from A to B? 6. How'd you do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do y'all agree with that? Okay. If you looked at your homework though, what if I don't give you all those tick marks and I just say, hey, B is at 3 and A is at -3? How do you do this without if I have no tick marks?
8 plus 3 equals 6.
So this one's a little bit easier because 0 is right in the middle. But you would subtract. What is 3 minus -3?
6.
It becomes positive. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what if I gave you something like, if I said A is at 8 and B is at 126?
That would be 134. Wait, no, because it's not negative. No. So it would be 118.
What's the distance from A to B?
118.
How?
Because 8 minus 126.
126 minus 8 is, that's how you do the top part of your homework last night, by the way. Does that make sense? All right.
Let's go.
What if I give you this, up and down?
Same thing.
Same thing, you just count or you subtract. 1, 2, 3. Are we cool with that?
Yes.
Okay. What if I give it to you on the graph?
The exact same thing.
Count. Cool. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
What about now?
Oh, rise over square root? Wait, is it slow? Wait, that's slow. Get the slope. Get the slope and then minus it and then get the y.
Okay. Can I count?
Oh, no. I don't know what you mean.
No, they don't go through like specifically in the middle of anything. There's no counting works. But I heard a couple people tell me rise over run or slope. Could I go down and to the right and figure out my slope?
Yes.
Yeah. So I can count and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This goes down 10. Are y'all agreeing with that?
Yeah.
And this goes to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is my distance from C to D? Why 2? Why 2?
Why? Negative 2.
That's my slope. That's not my distance. You're giving me the slope. You're right, it's -2. But what is the distance from C to D? How'd you get 15? Adam, it's a good guess, but it's not correct.
5.
Not 5.
15. It's 17.
Okay. When I made the slope, what did I make?
Triangle.
A triangle. If you have two sides of a triangle, how do you find the third side? Say that a little bit louder. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now, pause and look up. You're right. How do I find the A? How do I find this 5? Let's make this A. It doesn't matter. How do I find this 5? Yes. Joey. You would multiply 5 times 5, and then for B? 10 times 10. And then what would you do? Add them together, and then square root them. So don't you agree to get C by itself? I would square root both sides to figure out C, right? This is where the distance formula comes from. And I know when you look at this, you're like, Miss, that's a big old long formula, right? What if I told you you're going to have this formula memorized by the end of class? And you're going to have it memorized because I'm not giving it to you on anything. Now, before we go any further, I want you to look at the formula on your paper. And I already heard somebody say it. But part of this formula is not new to you. Say it louder, Kevin. I mean, it's not the slope formula, but
It's kind of.
do you agree? Hold on. Shh. Do y'all agree you've seen this in the slope formula, x2 minus x1?
Yeah.
Do you see you've seen this in the formula? And don't you remember when I was showing you those beginning things, what did I tell you to do to find the distance over here?
Minus.
To subtract. Hey, that's where all of that comes from, is the subtracting. Okay? So your distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And today, I'm going to have you write it down on every single problem. And when you do that, you're going to have it memorized. Okay? On this paper, I need you to write down anything that I write down. Are we ready? Okay. First things first, you need to read the instructions. You never know on a test or a quiz where I might sneak in the instructions. Draw a smiley face on your paper for 10 extra points because you read the instructions. Because how many times do y'all just skip them over? All the time. I skip them over all the time. Please make sure you read them. So how does it want you to leave your answers today? Simplify radical and round to the thousands. How many is thousands? 3. 3 decimal places. All right, so let's do example 1. It says segment EF has endpoints E 2210 and F 3515. Find EF. So right now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to rewrite this distance formula for me. And I have to decide what is going to be my first point and my second point. It does not matter. So I'm going to label these x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. But it doesn't matter. If you did it backwards, it would be fine. And what are we going to do now? Plug it in first. So this is going to equal x2 is 35 minus x1
22.
Squared. Don't forget that squared. Plus y2 minus y1. And don't forget the squared. We okay so far?
Yes.
What is 35 minus 22? What is it? 13.
13.
What is 15 minus 10?
5.
Are y'all okay with that so far? There's always, so inside the parentheses are minuses, together that you add them. Are we okay? Did I make a mistake?
No.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay, what's 13 squared?
169.
What is 5 squared?
25.
By the way, 13 squared is 169, 14 squared is just switch those two numbers. 196. That's an easy way to remember those. What is 169 plus 25? What?
Oh, he was so confident.
No, what'd you say?
He was so confident. 194.
194.
He was so confident.
Close, but no cigar. All right, in my calculator, 194. Is it going to divide by 100 pretty? No. 81. Nope. What else? 64. 49. 36. We know 25 is a no-go. 16. 9. 4. Well, oh no, it doesn't multiply by divide by anything.
So 1.
So we leave it. It does divide by 2, but it doesn't divide by a perfect square. We just leave it like that. So that's our answer. However, it told us it wanted in what? It also wanted us to round, so it gave us, so what is that rounded?
14.928.
So, do y'all know what these little, you know what those mean? Approximate. Estimating the value. So there are our answers. What questions do I have? You want to do it together one more time?
Yes. Yeah.
If you want to go off, go off. I didn't mean to do it. I did it again. Darn. That's why I did it. Okay. Write the formula down on number 2, please. That's what happened. Write the formula down. Please make sure that your square root goes all the way to the end of your equation. You might get points off. Yeah, how do I know if that squared is inside or outside? I don't know. And then you choose your x1, y1, x2, y2. Look up once you've plugged in just to make sure you're on the right track. -4 minus 1 is -11 minus 6 is, and what is -5 squared?
25.
And 5 squared? Am I going too fast?
No.
I'm okay? Please tell me if, just because I'm not going fast for other people, if I'm going fast for you, let me know. It's too fast? Y'all. 50. What perfect square can I divide by 50?
45.
Or can I divide 50 by? 25 times what? 2. And so what is the square root of 25?
5 root 2.
5 root 2.
And we still need to
Yeah, we still need the decimal, so I'm going to give you that. 5 root 2 is
7.071.
7.071. Are we okay?
Kind of.
I want you to do numbers 3 and 4 on your own without a calculator.
I got that, man.
I'll get you the decimals. You do 3 and 4 without a calculator. Go.
Oh, so we don't have a calculator. Wait, we don't have to do this?
You don't have to do the decimals.
Can I do the decimal if I want
I'm
to?
not good at math.
No.
What if I get it right?
We'll see.
Yes.
You are doing 3 and 4 right now.
This one is -4 and 11.
Oh, you did shush.
Are you asking like why I used it twice? Probably because I copied the same exact problem and just changed some numbers. If I'm being honest.
Thank you for being so honest, man.
You're welcome.
What did I do?
What's the square root of 25? That's your answer. See why you don't need a calculator?
You don't need a calculator. I got it.
Boys, if you are struggling or just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can look up to make sure you plugged it in right. No, it's just your answer. That's why you didn't need a calculator.
Oh, you're so right.
I was mine. I was adding.
Where are you guys?
When you're done, look up to check your work. Don't look up before then. Please make sure, hold on, I need y'all to make sure you have these three things. Do you have an equal sign on every single line?
Yes.
Because if not, that'll be points off.
I did not.
I need you to show your work in a very neat and orderly way. Do you have a square root at every single line except your answer? If you lose the square root, you'll get points off, because then it's not equivalent anymore. Okay? Alright, turn your paper over and you can do example 4.
I'm always going to say the same thing as soon as I geometry.
Oh, is that?
My dad doesn't know geometry.
Oh, I'm not calling about not knowing geometry. I'm calling how you whine it.
My dad will probably. My dad will
I'm
not.
going to say, did you know your son
He's a big one.
is whining like my 4-year-old?
Jordan, you're a 4-year-old.
What?
Sorry.
Jordan, please be quiet.
You'll get points off.
Yeah.
Negative and a negative is the same. Is there a plus right there? Is there a plus right there? What is negative 4?
I'm using a heart.
Negative. No, I don't want to be able to do that.
What?
I thought 2 negatives. Alright, please shush your neighbor. Call out their name if they're talking.
Edward.
Jordan.
And I need you to look up, please. X2, negative 4, X1. You're still going to have a minus, a negative. What's going to happen there? It turns into a plus. Y2 is negative 4 minus 2 squared. And you see how I went off? I'm going to extend my square root to make sure it covers it. What is negative 4 plus 4?
0.
That is 0 squared. Plus, what is negative 4 minus 2? Negative 6 squared. And that gives me the square root of 36, which is 6 is my answer. So for these last 2 problems, the reason you didn't need a calculator is there was no decimal. Louder?
Why is the square root sign on the 6?
Because what's the square root of 36? 6. Does that make sense? Yeah, it came out. No, that's a good question because it can get confusing because we're doing so much simplifying radicals. You're so used to keeping it in, and then once it's a basic one, you're like, wait, what? Okay. Number 5. Shh, y'all. Number 5, I want you to write an expression to find the distance between these points. An expression is just an equation, okay, without the equal sign. x1, y1, x2, y2, same steps, right? Same formula. Do you feel like you already probably have this formula memorized?
Yes.
I told y'all would. And here, you're just plugging in letters. X2 is T, X1 is H, Y2 is M, Y1 is K. And you can't add and subtract letters together. That is your answer. You're done.
You forgot the equal sign, so let's point out.
No, because it says expression. Expression doesn't need an equal sign.
So I didn't even need to do.
Okay. Wow, we're making really good time in this class. Thank y'all. Now, for this next part, what I actually want you to do is put your pencil down and watch. At the end of the problem, I'll tell you, hey, okay, now you can copy it all down. Okay? I prefer that because sometimes it's hard to learn while you're writing, looking, you know what I mean? So just watch me do the whole problem, and then I promise I'm going to give you time to write it all down.
Okay.
So pencils down, please. This next problem, I'm going to have you work backwards. This time, I'm going to give you the distance, and I want you to find the missing coordinate. So, if I tell you AB is 5, and one of the coordinates is at 1, -1, what is my other coordinate at if it's 4? So I'm still going to do the same steps as far as, you're not writing, you're looking, please. x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Are y'all cool with that?
Yep.
Okay? Don't write, Cooper, just watch real quick. Now, I'm going to label everything I know. I'm going to make this my x1 and y1, x2, and I don't know what my y2 is. Do y'all agree?
No.
And then what is this right here?
Yeah.
That's my distance. That's my answer. So I'm going to plug all that into here. So you're not writing. Watch. 5 equals 4 minus 1 squared plus, I don't know y2, minus -1 squared. Are y'all okay with what I've done so far? Okay. What do I do next? What's 4 minus 1? 3. And what's 3 squared?
9.
Are y'all okay with me going ahead and changing that to a 9 and everybody knows where I got it from? Okay. AirPods out, please. And do y'all also agree, what is the negative in the negative?
Positive.
The positive. Are y'all okay with me also changing that? Yes. All right. Cool. Now what?
Minus 5.
Nope. What's my goal? To find y2. To get y2 by itself. Look up, don't write.
I know it's pretty. Hold on.
What?
No, because the positive.
What arrow thing?
Like, when we put 9, they put an arrow to 9 into 1.
Oh, distribute. I can't distribute because there's a plus sign right here. If the 9 was right in front, you would be right. But if there's a plus sign in between them, I can't distribute. Yes.
So the square and the square root cancel out.
So, good theory. They don't cancel out because the square root is also with this 9. Because there's a plus sign, they don't cancel out. Joey?
Subtract 1 by 9.
Okay, I get where you're going. Right. So what Joey's doing in his head, he's like, well, what can I do? I know that is 5. I know it needs to be 25. Can I just play around with numbers? Sure. And your one answer is not wrong, but I'm going to show you why you would not get full credit for that in just a second. Kevin, you have a guess on what to do next?
Subtract 9.
I cannot subtract 9. It is under the square root. Don't you agree everything's under the square root? Can I get rid of it?
Yes.
How?
Square
How? Square everything. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. So those do cancel out now. And what's 5 squared? And my square root is gone, so it's going to be cool. Now what?
Subtract 9 from both sides.
Subtract. Remember, I'm trying to get y2 by itself, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. And that's going to bring me, I'm going to have to come up here. And 25 minus 9 is?
16. So we have to do all of this.
Yeah. Okay, now what?
So just like
Now I can square root it. And what you do to one side? So that's going to get me out of my squared. What is the square root of 16?
4. 2.
how's it not?
It's 4. 4.
How's it not 4? 8. It's 4, but
If you put 4, I will count off half credit.
how? Why?
What is the square root when you take the square root of both sides? What do you get?
Oh, plus or minus. Oh my god.
It's plus or minus 4. The square root of 16 is both positive 4 and negative 4. Which means this is going to give me 2 answers.
Plus or minus 3.
You are going to get 2 answers. So that's why, Joey, I said you would get half off, because you were actually right with your guess or your what you figured out, but that was only one of my answers. So from right here, I am now going to separate this. Positive 4 equals y2 plus 1, and then negative 4 equals y2 plus 1. How do I get y2 by itself?
Minus 4.
Nope. Oh yeah, minus 1. What is 4 minus 1?
3.
So 3 was correct, which is what Joey was saying.
Yeah.
But also, what else works? Negative 5. Why does negative 5 also work? Because what's negative 5 plus 1?
Oh, it's wrong.
Because it would be negative 4, which was, what's negative 4 squared?
William was wrong either way. You said negative 3.
I said 3 or 4.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write all this down. Go. Yes.
So whenever come on. If you did the 3 there, you could have like if you did the 2 and the 3, it would be 16 and 9, and then you never mind.
Like if you put the 3, plugged the 3 in right here, you would get 16 and 9, which is correct.
It's like it also is like unsquare root. It's like you like
Right.
take out the square root and it'll just be 5 plus 3 plus 2. I mean 5 is equal to 3.
Oh, like that. Hold on. Let me process that in my head. That does not work. I get what you're saying, but because of the plus sign, that it doesn't work like that. You can't just split a square root like that. You can only do that if it's multiplying. Yeah.
Still not over.
Yes, it is.
So could you have done this just by guessing and checking and plugging in numbers? Sure. Are you going to have time for that and get full credit for that?
Depends on how good your guessing is.
No.
I mean, like, you're just a bad guesser. How are you a bad guesser? What if, like, someone asks where, like, how much numbers there are, and you say 11?
Like the box
Teams.
missing? 11 means?
Yeah. I mean, that's a bad guess. No, it's 50. No. Not 50.
You're talking about relationships.
This is kind of like a box. Oh.
Seeing something one time does not always click, so I do want to do it another time together.
Do we try
I want to do it one more time. You're going to do the last one by yourself. There's one more on here. If you want to go off on your own right now and then look up every once in a while I'm doing it, you can do that. I have no problem with that.
Thank you, man.
How much time do y'all need to finish writing this down? Another minute? Okay.
15 seconds.
Like 2 seconds. No, you're good. Just like, wait.
Alright, if you're waiting for me to start the next one, you can start it. Go.
Yeah.
Hey guys, real quick, a little hint. Look up real quick, everybody. It's always easier if you make the blank the second one, your X2 or Y2. Because you see how right here it ended up being right up front? If you make this your X1, then it's going to end up being in the back and have a negative with it. So I'm going to make this my X2. Why not? And that's going to be my Y2. And this one will be my X1, Y1. So the complete point that you have, I'm always going to make that my first point. Does that make sense? Alright, we are plugging in. So I have my X2, which I don't know, minus my X1, my Y2 minus my Y1. What happens with this negative and a negative right here?
It turns positive.
Turns positive. X2 plus 7 squared. And what is 6 minus 3?
3.
Squared? We have a 9 again.
Here we go.
Yeah, y'all can write this down with me as you go. What do we do now?
Wait, hold on, I gotta look at my notes.
Get rid of the square root. How do we get rid of the square root? Square both sides. And this time it ends up canceling out both those square roots. Because if I square it, what you do to one side? Oh, the opposite of squared is square rooting. So anytime you have them together, it'll do that. No, it's a good question. Yeah. All right. What next? How do I get x2 by itself? Subtract 9. What is 73 minus 9?
81.
Not quite. Minus 9, minus 9.
64.
There we go.
Oh, I see what you got.
And then square root it. What is the square root of 64?
Plus or minus 8.
You got that game?
And this is where you separate them.
Is it always gonna be plus or minus?
Always.
Tell us your bond for this.
I got it.
What was your last step?
-7.
Minus 7. And what is 8 minus 7?
1. So x duplicates 7.
And what is negative 8 minus 7?
-15.